this will be a first because I have no idea how well this is going to work. Hi, Jeremy. There's some weird little setup going on with the green screen effect, but we're going to give this a try. Oh, that actually looks much better than it did before. I have no idea how well it's going to stay working though. That kind of scares me. And if I'm correct, it's picking up on... Okay, it's picking up on that mic. Good. So, hello, Gemly. By the way, don't mind the little bit of weirdness right here. The green screen doesn't cover this spot, which is where the pups are. So you guys can see the green screen up above them, but it does not cover down here. So, just going to do a quick live stream to say hello to everybody. And we don't have any other video to post for you guys right now. And hi, Allie! Oh. Oh, hi, Brittany. How are you? See, the sizes still didn't come out right on the measurement thing that I did for the, like, your guys' avatars and stuff. I may just take the avatars off, though. And that way the chat and everything slides over a little bit. I'm not too worried about it either way, though. It's really not all that important. So I'm actually streaming in a higher quality. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I know, right? They're so cute. But, yeah, they're doing good. We had to... One, I readjusted where they're at. Yes, he's doing great, actually. He comes back and forth between our house and their house, which is super funny. Because when they leave for work during the day and drop their son off at daycare, Tuck comes over here and hangs out. And then goes back over there. So he's a happy camper. Excellent view of the babies. Yeah, I know. I finally, I have, huh? Probably. It's going around really bad right now. Sorry guys. But, so remember I was telling you guys about my one cam that does not work with the new Windows. So what I did was I went through my stuff outside and I remembered I had this old, Okay. I had this old webcam, the one I'm using right here, which you're seeing me on. This other one that I'm using is my other like webcam thing that I bought when I first started trying to live stream. Not the best quality cam, but it works better than anything else. Yes, he uses the dog door. Yeah, they are all, well, the Elsa and Maui are both 1 pound, 1 ounce. And little Hercules is just shy of 14 ounces. So he still hasn't hit a pound yet. Little Hercules hasn't. But Elsa and Maui are officially a pound. But anywho, so with this cam, I brought it in and I first hooked it up. And the computer found it, but it didn't have an updated driver. And it wouldn't find the updated driver. So, hello, beautiful girl. Where's my weenie bear? I know. So, there's my Winnie Bear. Hi, Miss Winnie Bear. How are you? Oh, you sweet girl. Little Miss Winnie Bear.
She's getting so much better about
Oh, thank you. Hi. Such a good girl.
I'm a little bit too scared.
She's a little timid when it comes to that. But, anywho. So what I did was I went and took this webcam and hooked it up to my laptop, which is still doesn't have a Windows 10 on it. I haven't updated it to Windows 10. So I hooked it up to that, and it found the driver like setup and everything. So I took that and I copied it. Here, let me move you guys over so I can actually see this better. Let's see here. Let's move that over here. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Okay, so what I did was I went and took SD card and I plugged it into the laptop, and I took the entire file and I brought it over to my desktop and did that and went in and plugged in the camera. It found the camera, but it needed a driver, so I went in and found the driver myself, and it worked. So it's working on here. Huh.
That was pretty good. I didn't know you could sing. I was like, oh my god.
But yeah, so it's set up. They're so tiny. What are you talking about? Compared to what they were when we brought them home, yeah, they definitely are much bigger from when we brought them home. So yeah, I've got the green screen set up because it is up on the wall behind, like up on my far wall. It's definitely doesn't work very well with this camera. You love you have baby turtles. Aww. Uh-huh. Yeah. Right? She had those big ones. Yep. Yeah, they were big. But yeah, so these guys, of course, as you can see the difference, the size difference between Maui and Hercules. Herc is such a tiny little thing. Now, what I've done with that is that's like a really nice, soft, plushy blanket, and it's wrapped around the bottom part down there and then kind of tucked outward. They love to get inside of the folds of that, so I've rolled it up, like folded it up, and did that so that they can get in and out of there and get comfy the way they want. They may sleep a bit more today. Don't don't even like quote me on that. But last night was a long night. Last night they wanted to eat like every hour, especially Elsa. And Sarah got to experience Elsa last night in all her screaming glory that Elsa is. 3 a.m. before we finally got them quieted down enough to get at least an hour and a half of sleep. Yeah, Elsa, like, holy cow, when she's hungry, when she's ready to eat, it is beyond amazing on how insanely loud she is. It's amazing the difference, how much bigger they look in just a week. Yeah, I know, right? In just in just 1 week's time, they look so much bigger. Um, but yeah, I've actually shrunken their play area right now because we're trying to teach them to use their potty pad, which is right here, right there, that potty pad right there. We've kind of made it to where that's kind of off camera because nobody really wants to watch puppies going potty. But it's actually going great. But they are going through a growth spurt, and so they last night, so they ate like every hour. Elsa, however, out of the group, like Maui will bark at me, Hercules will bark at me. Elsa screams like she is being brutally tortured when she's hungry. So when she's ready to eat, she goes crazy. But yeah, the blending up the puppy chow, the puppy food, in with their food, they're taking it great. Like they're really handling it really well. Oh, little Miss Elsa. She's like, excuse me, but I want to get on my blanket. They love that blanket, like these blankets. Elsa and you have that in common? Yeah. Elsa gets hangry when she's ready to eat. Whoa. Like, wowzer. Girl goes crazy. Let me see something here. This is not, I don't know why, but it keeps cutting my head off whenever I move. And I don't want it to do that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, hangry puppy. She is. Like, it actually is pretty funny, though. Because when she's ready to eat, she will scream. Like, scream. And that's gonna, like, drive me nuts. Because the green screen doesn't cover this. Because that is part of the actual puppy's bedding area. I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna drive me crazy. But that's okay. We'll not worry about it. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Even if I'm going to be playing Skyrim over on Twitch, it's not going to be that big of a deal to have that little tiny speck down there in the way. Most of the time my chair will cover it. No, we are actually still, like, at this point, and I didn't tell you guys. I haven't told YouTube yet. So at their appointment here the other day, the vet has pinpointed, hi Yosef, what he's pretty sure that they are. And he is almost certain that they are a Maltese mix. Maltese puppies do come in 3 shades of color: white, brown, and black. Um, they're huge. That's why I bought jumbos, because they were cheaper this time around and they were huge. Plus, I know you like your eggs. That's all right. Just use it. Um, so they are a Maltese mix. And he ended up pulling up some photographs to show me, and then I pulled up some more. And yes, they definitely all fit the Maltese look. Uh, they all have that hair. All of them have. Well, Elsa has the more straightened hair, which is great. She's got the really straight hair. Hercules has the really wavy, curly hair, like all around his head and his neck. He's got, like, his hair curls upward into itself. And then Maui has the straight hair. So all of them are going to need haircuts before they go to their new home. You can't see it on here, but they are, like, they have hair that has now grown so long past their paws, you don't even see their nails anymore. So they've got hair that's grown past their nails. They've got hair coming out the bottom of their little pads of their feet. They have hair that's, like, all along, like, the backs of their arms and their legs. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, but that's the thing, is depending on the fact that we're pretty sure they're not purebred. Like, that's almost certain that they're definitely mixed with something. But like the vet said, definitely Maltese is like that underlining, like, breed, because of one, they all have hair, not fur. All of them have hair. You can see Elsa's hair is like right there by her ears. See all that hair that's growing out? She's already got long hair by her ears. All that hair that's growing out by the backs of her legs up there. You can see her the most. You're melting ice. I'm at work melting ice. And then when you see Elsa straight on, she's got hair that grows all out of her face right here. When she's eating, her hair gets caught in her mouth. So she's got longer hair. Maui's is the least noticeable, because he is so dark. It all just blends, and so it's really hard to tell unless you're holding him. Like, for me, I can see it all the time because he's right there with me, and he's got all that hair. Yeah, they're definitely mixed. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Maui's gonna look like as he gets older, because like I said, the babies they'll be with their new families, and I should be able to get pretty good amount of pictures of Hercules. I'm not sure if we'll get pictures and updated photos of Elsa. The shelter might, but I personally won't. And so they're definitely mixed with something a bit smaller, but like the vet said, they could have definitely been a larger litter. And if that's the case, which is so sad to think, someone may have bred the mama and decided to get rid of the puppies that didn't suit the oops, I just ran into that, the color code that they wanted. But we don't know. So they're watching the website right now. They're watching, like, the different post sites where people will sell animals, or say that they've got puppies for sale or whatever. We're watching for anybody that comes about that is trying to sell either Chihuahua or Maltese puppies that are right around the same age. Maltese are not very popular here, and these guys are definitely on the smaller side of things, but they're catching up pretty quickly. Yeah, right. And either way, but like the doctor said, these guys are not going to reach 10 pounds. They won't even be over 10 pounds, because at this point their curve has slowed, so they will sit down right around the same size as Winnie. They will definitely get nowhere near Godric's size. So the vet's pretty certain of that. As we have tracked their growth chart, they've all kind of hit that level spot now. So they're just climbing nice and slow. So they're going to be between 8 and 10 pounds when they're done growing, especially Hercules. He is going to be the smallest of the group at roughly 8 pounds. So they won't be a large breed dog. They will be smaller dogs, which is great because that means that they're, you know, being smaller breeds helps with, you know, care, maintenance, space wise, stuff like that. So yeah, they're doing great though. Like all three of them are doing super good. Elsa's little face, I can't with her little face. I wish you could see all the hair that she has because you can't tell on that. She looks so smooth on this camera, but she's very hairy. Like yeah, this camera just does no justice for the hair that she has. Just like with Herc, they all look smooth and they're not. Hercules' hair on the back of his neck curls upward, so he's got like hair that curls into itself. Yeah, I would definitely try to. Like I said, they're so crazy and wiggly when you try to get pictures. But you can see sort of right there where with the way he's laying down when he's on his brother, you can see the length of hair coming off of his like arms and elbows. Yeah, they look like little Labradors on camera, right? Because cameras are deceiving. They look so much bigger on the camera than when if I actually pick them up, you see that they're literally still in my palm. Like they still fit in one hand. So they're still super tiny. And they're 3.5 weeks old. So Wednesday they'll be officially 1 month old. And they're all just at 1 pound. Hercules still hasn't even reached a pound yet. He's only 14 ounces. So very tiny, tiny babies. So they're so sweet though. Like honestly, there's all of them are super sweet. Even Elsa, even after she's done screaming her head off and she's been fed, then she wants to like sit on my like lay on my chest, and she'll lay on my chest and she wants me to like scratch behind her ears and on her neck, and she'll just lay there and go to sleep. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, today I took today to literally just like chill out. I was so tired. I didn't even want to get up. Like I wanted to just stay in the bed. No, their tails don't curl up yet, but then again, they're just starting to use their tails. So, so not yet, but they still could. The vet said their tails could still curl, um, but we won't know just yet. I know that my aunt's little Chihuahua, Carmine, his tail didn't even curl up until he was like 12 weeks old, and now it's permanently up in a little flip. Um, but I think it just depends on the dog, the breed, each one of them is super different. So right now their tails usually stick straight out or curl downward. Um, but it's still like I said, so early to tell. Maui's having a dream. He was racing somebody, going for a run. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. But yeah, we went online and we were reading, yeah, for sure, and the mix, yeah, it's so exciting. It's like waiting for Christmas, yeah, to see what they are, right? Oh, look at all that hair that girl has. You can see where like her hair is creasing from where she was laying. See, like with Elsa, you can see where her hair is coming in. And she's such a fuzzy baby. All that hair. Oh my gosh. And they're soft. Like their hair is really silky. When you look at Elsa, when you first like visually see her, like in person, you almost think that she's like wiry, like the way her hair looks right now, but it's not. It's silky smooth. Like she has very silky smooth hair. And when I've gotten her all cleaned and we like take the little brush, because we've been teaching them about what the brush is and stuff. Yeah, they are the best, and you're right, they usually are the healthier breeds. So we've been teaching them because they're definitely going to need to be groomed. Like they're going to need grooming as they get older. And that's like without doubt. Like they're going to need brushings, they're going to need hair trimmings, they're going to have to go to a groomer. So like right now, all three of them, they get their nails clipped twice a week right now because their nails grow super, super fast. So they're all very used to getting their nails clipped at this point. Like while they're eating, I just hold their paws and I just trim their nails as I go. And they all don't even try to pull away anymore. The first like two times that I did it, they were like, "What are you doing?" And now it doesn't even faze them. And then we're brushing them. So taking the little pet brush that we have and just teaching them what the brush is, not to be scared of it, and that it does feel really good. And so that's what we've been doing with them. They are 3.5 weeks old. They will be 4 weeks old on Wednesday. It's crazy to think, like, they'll be 4 weeks old on Wednesday. And that I have been bottle feeding these babies for 4 full weeks. And every one of them has thrived and done amazingly well. And I'm super proud of them. Look at this. My cheeks are starting to sink in. That's not makeup, by the way, you guys. That's just my cheeks are starting to come in. Like I'm getting like that definition. It's crazy weird. It's weird when I notice little things like that, like on myself, that I'm starting to notice like my jawline is very prominent. It's amazing. I'm really happy about it. Worked way too hard for this, and of course I've been getting a little bit more sleep recently, other than last night. Last night was a rough night. Got a couple of hours of sleep last night. Oh goodness, Maui. Yeah, I'm definitely on the smaller side here. I could. There we go. That might work a little bit. Oh my gosh, why is he doing that today? Holy cow. Godric is really, like, ripe for the picking today, you guys. I don't know what his issue is today, but every little noise that happens outside today, he's losing his mind over. And I'm not even sure why. Like, there's nothing out there. Not anything different than the normal day-to-day. Like, there's dogs that have lived next door to us. There's dogs that live back in the corner. And yet, today, for some reason, Godric is just right. the way Hercules is sleeping right now. There you go. But I raised up the, that's gotta be the cam then, because that was on the other screen as well. So it is on the camera. I'm gonna have to fix that, because there's like a little red pixel right there. There's a little red pixel. I thought it was my screen over here, but it's not. It's the actual cam. Okie dokie then. Well, now I know that. These babies, I mean, literally. Oh. Something else you can't tell on camera either, on here. Maui, he has a white goatee that goes down, and he's got like white blotches. Like, they're not solid. It's like little weird blotches on his chest. And then right around his eyes, is not black. It's kind of like a deep, like chocolatey brown color right around his eyes. So it's like he literally looks like he's wearing makeup, and he's a black dog. It's really kind of neat. And it's super dark though. So you have to really, like, when you look at him, you'll notice it when you're like holding him and looking at him. You okay? What? Did you? Good job, sir. So I didn't want to be on here too long. I just wanted to come on though and see how the cam setup worked, see how this works for everybody, so we can do like the live streams like this with the puppers. Like I said, we shrunk their area as the vet recommended, seeing as they are getting a little bit older, to shrink their area down, make sure that they have their sleeping area, their movement area, and then a potty area. Because starting Wednesday, we're going to have to really be like Hawkeye on them to watch and make sure that we're putting them on the potty pad every time they wake up. All that, because right now they still kind of piddle even while they're walking. They haven't quite figured out to just, like, once in a while they'll stop and pee, but they still walk and pee. Like, they'll still drop, pee-pees while they're walking. And so they're not quite ready for the potty training stage yet. But starting Wednesday, we're going to start making it a point when they wake up, put them on the pad. When we start seeing them doing the little sniff on the ground, put them on the puppy pad. so they get used to constantly that that's where we want them to potty. So this is the stage where you either have a housebroken pup or you don't. When they go to a new house, it starts right with the people that are initially raising them, and then they will get vaccines a week early versus 6 weeks old. They'll get them at 5 weeks old because they didn't have mama, and we are not absolutely 100% sure if they've even had a chance to nurse on mama and get the colostrum from mom and get those antibodies. Since we don't know, they're going to go ahead and start vaccinations at 5 weeks with these guys, which will be good for them anyway, because that means they'll get their first round at 5 weeks, then they'll get their next round at 7 weeks, and then the last round right at 9 weeks before they go home, because it's every 2 weeks. They will get their full round of vaccines before they go home to their new families, and they're going to be, all of them will be spayed and neutered on the 14th of March. Oh, Taylor's trying to call me. What's going on with him? 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Taylor's trying to call, but it's not connecting, so we'll wait and see. But you guys, hold on, I'm going to show you guys. So Taylor went and did his final ROTC event today, and he looks so spiffy. Like, he looks so good. I'm so proud of him. Today was the final event with ROTC, so. Little Mr. Meow Meow is, aww. That's so cute. My hair is driving me crazy, even though I put stuff in it to tame it today. It's still in frizz mode, like not frizz, thank goodness, but it's still like in poofed mode, and I don't know what's going on with it. I even put oil in it, and it's still going crazy. It's still going crazy. And that little dot's gonna drive me nuts. Like, what is that thing? But it's on the camera itself, so I'll have to look at the cam and see where the little spot is. It's something on the actual camera lens, and it's catching light. Oh my goodness. She's so cute. Like, she's so flippin' cute. But alright, guys, I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Like I said, I wanted to check and make sure this was going to look good, and it does. I'm going to go in and probably remove the what do you call it? The little icons, the avatars. Here's the little avatars. And we'll just call it a day. Alright, you guys, have a great day, and thank you all for hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun.